Hi folks, it's Jim once again from New Hampshire Card Hunters, and in our newest video we're going to be opening up some 2022 Series 1 Topps Baseball. Now we got one hobby box here, this little guy, this big guy right here, and that will have either one relic or one auto in it. And let's see here, it's 24 cards per pack. 14 cards, 24 packs, 14 cards per pack. And you can do the math on that. What's that, 256, something like that? And we also have 4 hangers. Those come 67 right here to a box. And we'll see if we can pull something out of there. And last but not least, we have one blaster box, which will have 99 cards in it. And it does come with a commemorative patch. So we know that's in there, as you can see right there, ladies and gentlemen. 14 card packs plus one exclusive commemorative relic. But hey, who knows? We may pull some good stuff out of there. We'll wait and see. So, without further ado, let's why don't we get this show on the road. Okay, let's move this stuff out of the way a little bit here. Get that over there. We'll work on the hobby first. Get my tool of choice. Get that open. Okay. So, as probably a lot of you already know, it's pretty much hot everywhere in the U.S. And we're no exception to the rule here up in the Northeast. We're getting hammered. I think we had what they say in our area. What's it? 7 or 8 days.
7 in a row, 90 plus. That's not counting the heat index. That's rare in the Northeast. If we had hit today, we would have hit a record in our area. But we stayed under 90 today.
But they're talking about what, another 4 or 5 days in a row, another hot streak.
The humidity is
brutal.
the worst. Yeah.
I mean, folks, we've
I'm
got
not used to this.
folks, we've got dew points like 77, 75, 76 degrees. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's so soupy and so sultry. It's out of control. It really is.
Not to take away from and belittle Houston's, heat, Las Vegas's heat. We understand that, but you can't.
No one's getting a break here.
No one's getting a break
South,
here.
the Midwest,
No.
everybody. The hurricanes, the hurricane that came in on Texas just about 4 or 5 days ago, and finishing up.
Yeah.
And those poor guys down in Texas, they're getting killed down there. And they still got like 1 million people without power. And then you're talking, the Midwest is in the heat too, right? So I mean, nobody is getting a break here.
No.
I guess unless you're in Alaska or northern Canada or something like that.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe there.
Okay. Anyway, we don't want to bore you with the weather, but so we got 24 packs, and we got one silver pack. So we'll do that last in the box. All right, so let's see what we can get going here. I'm gonna give myself a little bit more room. All right, pack number 1. Actually, let's put this over here. Pack number 1. Here we go.
We've been beating the odds on our breaks. I tell you, we've been hitting some good ones.
If this is the first time that you're watching one of these videos, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I've never seen so many hits come out of the stuff that we've been opening, and it's you got to go back and watch some of these because it really is quite. It's almost
Comical.
It's almost comical, yeah. Anyway, here we go. Xavier Garcia, Riley Adams, Austin Riley, Kyle Hashigawa, Jose Barrios, Luke Williams, Austin Hedges.
That camera needs adjusting just a little bit.
Oh yeah, sorry. There we go. There we
go.
go. Hang on. Let me just fix this. let's get that down a little bit better. There we go.
Sorry, guys. I just wanted to make sure you could see those names
Yeah.
as he was
There we
hauling
go.
them out.
All right.
Here's a
So,
goal.
Hang on a second here. I gotta do something. Make sure. Bear with me. I just gotta adjust my.
We had a power bump. We're not sure if it was a squirrel in the power lines or a heat related bump or what it is, because like our power grid's not used to being taxed the way it has been, and it usually bumps some of the auto focuses and that type
There
of
we
stuff.
go. Now we got it. Now we got it fixed.
Now we're good.
All right. Let's
Sorry
go
about
over this
that.
back. Yeah, I had a problem with this camera, and the autofocus problem was coming in and out, so I disabled the autofocus, and I had to go back into OBS and just fix this. So we're back in the game here.
There we go. That's better.
All right,
So much
Xavier
better.
Garcia, right? Much better. Adams, Riley, Higashioka, Ronnie Dawson, Moreos, Luke Williams, Austin Hedges, Yadi Molina, Bryce Harper, 87
That's a nice
tops. Yeah, that's that 35-year anniversary.
That wood trim.
Yeah. Curtis Terry, Tatis Jr. and Duval, Alonso. That's the home run leaders. ERA leaders: Burns, Scherzer, Bueller, and the New York Yankees. Yeah, I forgot to check the autofocus. I was like, damn it.
Happens. It happens.
Anyway, yeah. All right, pack number 2. Here we go. See if we can find something good. JD Martinez, looking up in the sky. Who are you people? Gene Segura, Jake Myers, Patrick Wisdom, Rookie Cup. Jake Rogers, Kyle Gibson, Robbie Grossman, Nick Solak, and Will Smith. And we got a rainbow foil. That's Brandon Crawford. We'll put a sleeve on that. Didi Gregorius, Logan Gilbert, and moving on, the Dodgers and the Rockies. You know, Gregorius was a good player, man. He let me get some sleeves. Hang on, ladies and gentlemen. I left my sleeves upstairs too, because I was doing some. Some sorting up there. Oh man! All right, one more time. Just want to sleeve these up as I get them. Yeah, that's better. All right. There we go. Yeah, so I was doing some stuff upstairs and with the cards, and I left them up there. I had the oversized ones and the regular sleeves. I forgot to bring them back down. But anyway, we're down in the nerve center here. All right, pack 3. Eric Hosmer, Mike Moustakis, Marco Gonzalez, Spencer Turnbull, Randy Rosarina, Rookie Cup, Alcides Escobar, Trevor Rogers. We got Alex Kirilloff, Keston Hira. And one of the inserts in here, it's the Generation Now, Rafael Devers, Diamondbacks, Tony Kemp, Jarrett Kelnick, and Slam Diego returns. So
That's the Raffy card.
yeah, so we'll be looking for some of the inserts in here, of course, and hopefully maybe a stats card, significant stats cards, or the Mother's Day or something like that. We'll see what they're going to give us. Mike Minor, John Lester, Devin Williams, Vidal Brujan, David Price, Kyle Mauer, Chris Bryant, Hassan Kim, Bruce Zimmerman. Yeah, we got something upside down. What's this all about? Oh, it's a nice black. Look at that. Martin Maldonado, black. And it is numbered 271. So, speak of the devil, and we were saying just a minute ago, looking for maybe some numbered cards or special insert. We just got one. Garrett Crochet is having a good year.
Mm-hmm.
Stephen Brault, Trey Ambergay. All right, let's put a sleeve on that. Yeah, so the All-Star game is coming right up. We've got 2 more with Kansas City because we're Red Sox fans. But how about that? How about that Yankees Orioles game last night, huh? Boy, oh boy.
Got a little testy, didn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Keston Kerstad there. He took one in the ear hole.
Yeah.
Huh? Wow. And
That's not funny.
no,
It's
it wasn't funny. I'm surprised he,
held it together.
he got right back up too. He was down for a little bit, but he was
That's what I
walking
meant.
around
Held it together.
after the brouhaha started. Andrew Vaughn, Julio Urias, Jose Abreu, Zach Eflin, Zach Pop. He's having a good year. Rookie. Drew Smiley, Sean Manaea, Luis Gil, another rookie. The rookie emblems are really, really tiny
Oh yeah.
in this particular year. Austin Meadows, 87. Max Fried, Tim Anderson. He's in the minors. Alex Reyes, Isaiah Kinda-Falafa, and Jonah Heim. It's funny about Tim Anderson. I mean, geez. He had a little trouble coming up. When he first came up, he was struggling. Then he found it. He won the batting title. And now he's falling off the cliff. I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but I was looking at his stats yesterday, I think, for the minor league stats, and he was tearing it up down there. But so hopefully he figures it out, because he's a good player. He's a good shortstop. He's good defensively. He doesn't hit a lot of home runs, but he steals bases. He hits for average. Kyle Hendricks, Yu Darvish, Martin Perez, Mitch Keller, Slugger Reunion, Luke Weaver, Garrett Cole, Brock Holt, Salvador Perez, Kyle Schwarber, Andrelton Simmons, John Gant, Adam Duvall, Zach Greinke. Wrap that pack up. All right, row 2, 6 down, 18 to go, moving right along. There's a chance of pulling the clear in here or other platinums or things like that. They're long shots, but it's a possibility in these hobby boxes. So we'll see. Lars Nootbaar, Aaron Judge, Max Kepler, Cal Raleigh, Luis Robert Jr. Huh, they don't get Jr. in there. Look at that. Isn't that funny? Yeah, Sonny Gray, Tommy La Stella. He must have picked that up. He must have changed it after the fact. I don't know. It's Yasmani Grandal. It's kind of weird. Brandon Crawford. And welcome to the show, Mike Trout, Angels. Another insert here in the 2022 Series 1. Corey Kluber, Eli Morgan, rookie. Josh Naylor, and Taiwan Walker. Yeah, like I said, if you're new to the channel, you're just finding us, the previous I would say every opening was pretty good, but there were a couple in particular. And so if you're new to the channel, you're just finding us, you like what you see, or you like the content, give us a like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so every time we load something up, you'll be in the know. Mike Yastrzemski, Hanser Alberto, Chris Flexen, Alex Bregman, Eduardo Rodriguez, Archie Bradley, Eastern Division Smiles, Charlie Morton, Gio Urshela, Matt Manning, Eddie Rosario, Anthony DiScavani, Kyle Tucker, and Kwang Hung Kim.
And don't forget, if you're new to the channel and you don't know, all you have to do to get in the running, all these cards, everything that you see being open today is free for the taking. Leave a comment, and as soon as we get 10, he throws them into a random generator, and boom, they kick out some people, and he splits up the cards, and you can get them for free.
Folks, every single
For
card,
free.
every single card we're giving away, okay? Every single card. Whether it's a relic, whether it's an auto, whether it's a rare insert, whatever that may be, what we're going to do is we're splitting all of the cards up into, let's say there's 500 cards, it'd be 100 cards a piece. We'll randomly insert the relics and or autographs and or numbered cards into each one of those 5 boxes that I'll put together, and so they'll be split up evenly, and we always try to do the best to make sure that somebody gets something good. And like Michelle said, our First Lady of Baseball, that all you need to do is leave a comment. Once we get 10 comments in any one of the videos, we will then put them into random.org and give them a couple of dice rolls and get the winners and send them out. So you do have to have a PayPal account because I need to get your address so we can send them to you. So it's what I tell people is just send if and when you win something, just send us a 1 cent payment, and then that way I'll have your address. I can send them out, and you'll be good to go. I'll take care of the shipping. I'll take care of everything else. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Garrett Hampson, Mike Zanuno. Wait a minute. Is it Zanuno? Is it Zanino?
It looks like Zanino to me.
Yeah, but I mean he's been catching
Yeah.
forever. So Mike
Zanuno.
I think. Okay. Yeah, Zanino.
Urias.
Either, neither, neither.
Tomato.
Cesar Hernandez. Adam Wainwright. We got something coming up here. Stuart Fairchild. I see something. And is it another 87? Yeah. Eduardo Escobar, Kevin Pillar, Emmanuel Rivera, and our boy Wanda, who's in big trouble. He is his rookie, but Miguel Cabrera, Aaron Ashby, Ian Kennedy, Will Castro.
Yeah, it'll be a famous card for one way or another.
Yep. So what we normally do on these videos is we open up cards on both the front part of this break, the video, and in the back half. So we split it up into 3 particular sections. The first section will be this hobby box. The second section will be we'll go into another installment of what we like to call what's on the docket, which will be talking about the hobby or the players and or the sport itself, whether it's news, whether it's about particular releases or players. We usually have something that we want to talk about for a short little bit, and then once we move out of that, we'll go into the second part of the break, which will be the 4 hangers and the 1 blaster box. Joey Votto, Justin Dunn, Michael Brantley, Danny Jansen, Mookie Betts, Jared Walsh, Nelson Cruz, Sammy Long, and there's our home run challenge, which is expired. Freddie Peralta, Kurt Suzuki, Brian De La Cruz, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., and Brandon Marsh, rookie. So we're still looking for for either the relic or the auto. Hopefully it'll be a good one. We'll see. Like I said, we've been beating the odds here. It's almost scary. So hopefully we'll continue to do that. Bobby Dahlbeck, Omar Navarez, Jake Berger, and we got Jason Hayward, Joe Musgrove, Ian Henio Suarez, Tom Murphy, Brendan Rodgers, and 6 to 4 stars. We got here 6 to 4 stars. Just another insert. Correa and Altuve. Spinning them around again here. Brian Hayes, Jacob Stallings, Ernie Clement, Christian Javier, Carson Kelly. Alright, this is halfway through right here. What we got in this one? Raciel Iglesias, Taylor Rogers, Mason Thompson, Merrill Kelly, Edwin Diaz. He's back with the Mets there. He's pitching well in that closer role. Chris Archer, Greg Soto, Mike Brousseau. So, let's see. We got Jose Altuve, Steven Matz, the St. Louis Cardinals, Goldie and Arenado. It's a nice one, huh?
Yep.
And Houston Astros celebrating after another win. They've done nothing but win. San Diego looking up in the sky, and Tampa. I'll tell you, I've been impressed watching Bobby Witt. We're currently playing the Kansas City Royals, and I got to tell you, folks, if you haven't seen Bobby Witt play, I mean, if you haven't watched him a number of times, he's an amazing player. He's great defensively. He's got great range. He hits with power. I mean, he's not a prolific home run hitter, let's say, but he hits with power. He'll probably hit 25 or 30 home runs, and he's going to hit for average. He steals a lot of bases. He's a doubles guy, triples guy. He can do it all. I mean, he really, if he doesn't get hurt and he stays healthy, he's going to be a tremendous player, huh, Michelle?
Oh, absolutely, for sure. If he can have it, hold it together, and he's got HOF written all over him.
Oh
If he
yeah,
can hold it together.
He's got all the tools. I mean, he's a 5-tool guy. He reminds me a little bit of, well, not exactly, but a lot to some degree with Trey Turner. I think he's in a similar. They both play the same position. They both hit with power. They both steal bases. Great prowess on defense. Good throwing arm. Bogarts, Realmuto, Zach Thompson, Wilson Contreras, Jorge Soler, Jan Gomes, Corey Seager, Ian Happ,
87.
Rafael Devers, 87, and White Sox, Oakland A's, Daniel Bard, Nate Pearson.
Daniel Bard. Whew. Name from the past, huh?
Yeah, for a while, Bard was out of baseball. He just couldn't pitch. He just was unable to locate any pitches. And then he finally figured it out. He was back. I think he's still with Colorado, last time I checked. So, I mean, I say good for him, make it back. Because a lot of guys don't, once they're out, they're out. Just ask Jackie Bradley. I mean, he's in an independent league right now.
So sad. Just learn to bunt.
Right. Well, just learn to go the other way, right?
Yep.
Ryan Weathers, Emmanuel Clase, Kyle Lewis, another guy right there who's really struggling. Brian Anderson, Alec Manoah, another guy. Travis Shaw, Tony Santillan, Wade Miley. Oh, here's something.
Here we go.
What do we got here? Okay, what do we got? What is this? Looks like a variation, maybe image variation. It's must be an image variation. Yeah. Has to be. That's got to be an image variation. How far? Cincinnati Reds. Ray, McCullers, Coles, ERA leaders, home run leaders again with Guerrero, Perez, and Otani, and Keenan Aiken. Yeah, that's an image variation. That's a nice one though. It's Acuna. It's too bad what happened to him. Boy, he's had some tough luck there with the two ACLs, different legs.
Just crazy.
Different knees. Yeah.
You never know.
You never know. So, nothing, haven't really knocked it out of the park yet. I'm hoping we're going to get something a little bit more significant here than what we're seeing right now, because we got the black. That's a numbered card, so that's something. And we got Acuna. Kyle Freeland, Joey Wendell, Martin Maldonado, Hyun-Jin Ryu, Nicky Lopez, and Mauricio Dubon, Carlos Rodon, Jorge Mateo, and what we got here? Greatest hits. Hunter Renfroe, 2021 greatest hits, and that's Shohei Ohtani. It's pretty nice. It's a nice insert. Going deep right there, ladies and gentlemen. Turner, Soto, Hopper, batting leaders, liftoff. Harris and Bader. He had a 2-run home run game last night. Jesus Lozado for the Mets. So yeah, he's starting to get a little something going there for the Mets. The Mets are playing better.
Well, isn't it the grimace that
Right.
helped them out?
Yeah, they've.
You never know when those McDonald's characters are gonna pick you up.
Okay, next pack. Here we go. What do we got? Let's see. Ryan Zimmerman, Corbin Burns. Good pickup for the Orioles right there. Yeah. Let's move this light down a little bit here. I think it's a little better. Not quite as much glare. Wander Franco, Kristen Yelich, Spencer Howard, Tyler Gilbert, rookie, Cedric Mullins, Zach Wheeler, and another rainbow foil, Ty France. Not a bad one. If you're going to get one. Ryan McMahon, great player. Double bath for the Red Sox. We got, looks like Vasquez and Xander Bogaerts. Luis, let's see, Winsley, Arias, Wayne, and Wainwright and Bueller. Boy, Bueller is having a rough go. Miami Marlins and Jacob deGrom. Man, he should be coming back. deGrom. He's well, when he's right, it's frightening. You know, it's how good his stuff is. But he's like the rest of these guys. You know, they blow their arms out, and they're trying to throw max. You know, like we talked about in was it last video or 2 videos ago? Yeah, about guys blowing out their arms because they're using max velocity and max spin rate, and Jesus, I mean, come on.
Just pitch. Right.
Learn how to pitch first. Learn how to, and stay away from the weights. Stay away from the weights. Work. Get your body right. Get your ligaments and all of that. In order. Properly exercised. Jackson Cowher, Shane Bieber, Kyle Seager, Rodolfo Castro, Mancini, Matt Olson, Zach Short, Andrew Heaney, 87, Shane Bieber. Another guy that's on the DL with Tommy John. I can't Fulton Newix. I don't know. That's one of those tough ones. Ty Reed Detmers and batting average leaders. Atlanta Braves, Washington Nationals. Yeah. It's something. Fulton Newix. Fulton.
It sounded right there that last time.
I could look it up, but I'm not gonna. All right, next pack. And this is the 18th pack right here, so we're on 3/4 of the way. We still haven't seen that relic. We still haven't seen an auto, so we'll see. Let's see. Vermin Mercedes, John Cueto, Lucas Giolito, Buster Posey, Craig Kimball, throwback uniform, City Connect. Actually, that was at the that was out in Iowa. That's the Iowa
Field
game.
of Dreams.
Field of Dreams, right? Miguel Sano, Matt Verling, Shohei Ohtani, Michael Pineda, Jaron Duran, rookie. He's having a nice year.
Mm-hmm.
Elicia Hernandez, Enrique Hernandez, Pavin Smith, Bo Bichette. Going into the hole. Looks like he's going to get that. I'm not sure. It's going to be close. All right. Last stack of the hobbies here. Let's see what this is going to give us. We know it's going to give us a relic or an auto. We just don't know which one. Colin Moran. Yoshka Noah. Yeah, Yoshka Noah. Matt Chapman, Andre Jackson, Ketel Marte, Jose Ramirez, Mitch Haniger, Ramiel Tapia, G-Man Choi, and welcome to the show, Ichiro.
Wow, that's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Yeah, he's a great player. Automatic Hall of Famer. Whit Merrifield, Zach Lawler, Minnesota Meetup, and Winslaters. Garrett Cole. All right. 5 more. Where is it? Where's the auto? Where's that good one? Come on. Lay it on us. Really. Slim pickings here. James McCann, Gavin Sheet, Mike Trout, Victor Reyes, Joey Gallo, Brady Singer, Juan Soto. And there it is.
Yep.
Pete Alonso.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Polar bear.
Would have been nicer if we got an autograph, but we got Pete Alonso. So
Good card.
still card, yeah, still a good one. Angels, Tyler Stevenson, Rookie Cup, John Means, he's hurt too, and Greg Holland. All right, that's our first one. I'm gonna put that right here for now. I got my oversized behind me. I want to keep moving along here a little bit. All right, there we go. 4 more packs, and we will be finished with this first part of the break. Josh Donaldson, Freddie Freeman, Connor Wong, rookie. He's having a good year. Yeah, he's having a nice year. That's a nice card right there.
That's a nice card.
It's a good card to have. He's playing wonderful. He's hitting over 300. He's doing all the right things. Steal your bases. And he retooled his swing. His swing is great, and he goes to all fields. You know, he got rid of that uppercut swing. So, you know, that was causing so much problem on the break and stuff. Clint
I
Frazier.
called him last year. I called him. I'm like, that's an athlete right there.
Right. I mean,
he's going to be a good one.
for a catcher, ladies and gentlemen, he runs extremely well, and he steals a ton of bases. And if you don't believe it, go look it up. I mean, he's an amazing ball player. Jackson Reitz, Albert Pujols, Geraldo Ferrara, Jorge Alfaro, Shane McClanahan. Still waiting for him to come back. Another 87. Josh Donaldson. These must be like 1 in every 4 or something like that.
Something like that.
Nolan Arenado, Pete Alonso, Drew Ellis, and City of Walk-Off Love. Look at that. Wow. Hopper.
That's all you need to say.
Been around a long time. I mean, you'd think, you know, as long as he's been around that he'd be in his mid-30s, but he came in so young at like 18 or something like that, 18 or 19. I can't remember. It was like 18 or 19 he came in the league. And he's been fairly productive his whole career. Travis Dano, Rufned Odor, Josiah Gray, he's still banged up. Jake Arrieta, Adam Frazier. See if we can get something good here in these. We still got the silver pack too, by the way. John Gray, Andrew Miller, Anthony Rizzo, Fernando Tatis. I'll turn this camera just a little bit. There we go. And let's see. Runs leaders. Got Duvall, Riley, and Albies. And right behind them is the strikeout leaders. And Toronto Blue Jays, Colorado Rockies, Trevi Story, Josh Reddick. Those landscape cards kind of throw me off a little bit. I have to keep moving them around. I mean, I know I've seen them in every release, but... All right, 2 more here. Liam Hendricks. He's already throwing bullpens. They said we might have him by the end of, by August.
Yeah.
You know, or late July. That'd be nice. I mean, have him,
Nice little shot in the arm.
Chris Martin, and Kenley at the back of that bullpen. That's tough. Tommy Pham, Jesse Winker. Jesse had a couple home runs last night too. Christian Vasquez, Bryce Harper, Patrick Mazeika, Pedro Severino. What we got here? Die cut looks like. Chad Pinder, Die cut, Ernie Banks. Oh yeah,
oh,
nice.
isn't that nice?
That's a nice one, Ernie Banks, huh? Look at that,
Yep.
ladies and gentlemen. That's a nice little die cut right there. Let's give you a little close up. Yeah, nice, very nice. Let's put that right
I was
there.
gonna say,
I'm gonna have to sleeve that up in a second.
yeah, for sure.
Brett Gardner, Tyler Glasnow, Tyler McGill, walk off water, and runs batted in leaders. Yeah, you know, some people don't like those die cuts. I mean, I like them. I think they're interesting. You know, yeah, sure, they are a die cut. So because they're a die cut, you know, they're not the regular size of the cards, but they're still nice. Whoop. That's why I put them in a holder. All right, one more.
And Ernie Banks. I mean,
Ernie Banks, and yeah, Mr. Cub. Let's play 2. I mean, talk about a man who really never got his due as far as playing in the, you know, the playoffs and the World Series. I mean, come on. I mean, poor guy.
sort of like Mike Trout. Right?
You know, well, and I
You
mean,
know.
and the Cubs suffered, right? I mean, the Cubs were, you know, they call them the lovable losers, and with good reason. But they, you know, they just didn't. You know, they blew that one big lead they had. I think was in what, 69 or something like that. And it's just too bad. I mean, they had great pitchers, and Fergie Jenkins,
Yep.
and guys like that, Ernie Banks, Billy Williams, Ron Santo, Don Kessinger. If you're a Cubs fan, you know, we're trying to throw you some love here. Randy Hundley, you know, they were really good. I mean, and it's too bad that they didn't have more success, because they certainly deserved it.
Yep.
Ty France, Matthew Boyd, Meadows, Framber Valdez, Acuna. Yeah, see, that's the that's the
alternate.
right. That's the variation variation image. Jake Cousins, Christian Walker, Michael Conforto, Max Krennic.
It's his rookie. Is that his rookie?
That's his rookie.
Yeah.
Clayton Kershaw. I don't even know if he's. I don't know where he's playing either. I don't think he's with the Pirates. He could be in their minor league system. Jabs could tell me that. Eric Jabs could tell me whether or not
Yeah.
he's still
He
there.
should.
Right. He's a diehard Pittsburgh Pirate fan. Strikeout leaders: Ben Gamel, Aroldis Chapman, and Christian Pache. All right, now
Silver
we get
pack.
to the silver pack. Boy, I hope we can get something out of this. This would be nice. Come on.
We still haven't done poorly though. I
No,
mean,
no.
Alonso's relic card. That's not bad.
No. Let's hope that luck is on our side, folks. Let's hope that we get something good here. All right, here we go.
It's a
Rodolfo Castro, Robin Yount. Doesn't look like it. Frank
Big
Thomas, the Big Hurt, and Wanda Franco. No.
Well,
Nothing there. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, we didn't pull anything good out of that. Not even a colored parallel, which would have been nice too. But we got Robin Yount. He wasn't too bad.
hey.
So that wraps up the first part of the break. Now, in what's on the docket, what we're going to be talking about in this particular segment is I want to touch on in our last video that we shot, we talked about both Whitey Herzog and the baby bull.
Orlando Cepeda.
Orlando Cepeda, right. And he, there was a couple of things that I had left out on Orlando Cepeda, but in addition to him, we'll be talking about, what was our other topic we were going to hit here?
Oh, just looking at how much the game has changed and how we can view it. How
Right.
you know how much it's changed since like the 60s and 70s
Right.
compared to nowadays.
Right.
How do you get a chance to watch your team
Right.
and follow your team, etc.
Right. So yeah. So you're gonna want to stay tuned for that, because you're gonna get it right from the horse's mouth. So, so anyway, what I wanted to talk about with regard just a little bit for Orlando Cepeda was what a lot of people don't know about Orlando, beside the fact that he won an MVP, was that he was runner-up in '61 for the MVP honors I mean, the man, he didn't win it. He finished in second place behind Frank Robinson. But when you look at the numbers that Cepeda put up, as opposed to the numbers that Frank Robinson put up. Now, Robinson had the better slugging percentage and OBP and OPS, but Orlando Cepeda had the higher home run numbers in 46 with 46 home runs and 142 RBIs, and he hit over 300 too. So I mean, no disrespect
Splitting hairs.
no disrespect to Frank Robinson, but I'm sure that one or two votes either way, and Orlando Cepeda is a two-time MVP instead of being a one-time MVP. So I wanted to point that out, and a couple of other things that I wanted to, or at least one other thing I wanted to point out with Orlando Cepeda was that he was a career, well, he wasn't quite a career 300 hitter, but for most of his career, for a power hitter, he held a 300 plus average, and it was only until the last couple years where his batting average fell off that he fell below 300, and he ended up at like 297, and which is fantastic. If you're a power hitter in today's game or in yesteryear's game, and you hit for power and average, that's a rare. A lot of times it's a rare combination, and the fact of the matter is that he did it with great consistency, not only for the Giants but for St. Louis, and for when he got traded to Atlanta, and then finally when he ended up with Oakland and then the Red Sox, and Kansas City for just like 30 games
Blink.
at the end of it. But yeah, so he was he was almost a 300 hitter, or for lack of I think you could say he was basically a 300 hitter. So for a power hitter to hit for a lot of average, for hit for average, for hit for home runs, for hit for RBIs, to knocking a lot of RBIs, that is a rare combination. And I think if you look in today's game, you won't see a ton of guys that do that. And the ones that do, obviously, are in the running for the MVP award every year, right? With Ohtani and guys like Judge and Trey Turner and those different individuals like that.
Yeah.
So I wanted to touch on those two things. And the last thing I want to say about Orlando Cepeda is this: when Orlando Cepeda got traded to the Braves from St. Louis, because he was having a dispute with St. Louis, with the organization, with management. When they traded him to St. Louis, to Atlanta, with Hank Aaron there, the guy that they got back in that trade was Joe Torre. And if you don't really know that much about Joe Torre, other than him being a manager for the New York Yankees and having great success there, as well as the Braves and the Mets, and later on, I think I want to say was it the Angels maybe that he. I don't recall if he.
Yeah.
I thought it was out west somewhere. He managed for a little bit too. But anyway, yeah. So they got Joe Torre, and just for historical purposes, Joe Torre won the in '71. He won the NL MVP award. He had a career year, and he was a great ball player. He played with Milwaukee coming up, and then later on with St. Louis. So I think St. Louis got a really good player back in that trade.
Yep.
So that does it on my little notes and comments on Orlando Cepeda. And now we want to talk about and for good reason, we want to talk about the differences between like watching a game in 1960 and 70, late 60s, early 70s, and the access we had to watch those games, right?
Yeah.
Now, in today's world, everybody gets to watch any game, anytime, any way they want. They can watch it on replay. They can watch it live. If you've got the MLB channel, or you've got any streaming app that allows you to do that stuff, it's a wonderful world, right? You can watch any game you want. If you're a fan of one team and you move away, you can get the MLB app, and you can watch them. But back in the '60s, ladies and gentlemen, which is where we're from, there wasn't many opportunities to watch a team live. As a Red Sox fan, I can tell you for sure that as a kid, 6, 7, 8 years old, we were lucky to get in like 67, 68, 69, we were lucky to get 40 games a year on TV. And the only way that we had the ability to follow our teams was via radio. So, I mean, there were many times I'd go with my grandfather. We'd go down and get a couple hot dogs at Chris's Hot Dogs, and then we come back and we listen to the game. I mean, that's how we listened to the Red Sox. There was no such thing as watching the highlights tomorrow or anything like that. And people ask me all the time, at work, when we talk about baseball, they say, well, Jim, you're from back in that era. Well, who was your favorite National League players? And I tell them, well, it's really hard to put that down in writing because we never got a chance to watch any of them. The only time we saw National League players was in the All-Star game and in the World Series or the playoffs, right? Those were the only times that we saw National League teams till about, I'm going to say about 70, I'm going to say 72, 73, something like that, when NBC started doing like the Saturday afternoon games. They call them Game of the Week, I think.
Right, Game of the Week.
They call them Game of the Week. And so you didn't know what game you were going to get. Sometimes you got a National League game, sometimes you got an American League game. It really, but if from an American League perspective here, and that's where I'm talking from, that's where I'm coming from. Most of the people, like I say, it was radio most of the time and a little bit of TV once in a while, and a lot of it was black and white. So color didn't come to a little bit later, but at least we could watch them. And, so as far as like National League ball players, who was your favorite? Sure. I mean, I know who Willie Mays is. I know who Hank Aaron is. We followed those people. If you bought baseball cards, you saw their baseball cards. If you read a baseball magazine, they referenced those guys. I could go to the newspaper the next day and follow the box scores because all the box scores were in the newspapers, and that's how we knew who was doing good, who was having success in either league and who wasn't. But I mean, those names like Hank Aaron, like Pete Rose, like Johnny Bench, Joe Morgan, Willie McCovey, Orlando Cepeda, Sandy Koufax, those types of players we just never got to watch. And it really is amazing. I mean, because we're not talking like 300 years since, the advent of TV, but from, let's say, the late 60s even to like the mid 70s, it really hadn't come that far. It wasn't until the 90s where, late 80s, early 90s where, you could watch every particular game. I mean, what are your memories of watching stuff like, of having the ability, the access and so on?
Oh, but it's funny when Jim brought up this topic, I was like, oh my God, I can remember, because I'm from a very large family, and I can remember distinctly going outside and playing wiffle ball with my brothers and sisters while the Red Sox were playing. And as a Red Sox person were up to bat, you were that person when we were playing wiffle ball. And I was 6, 7 years old playing against my older brothers and sisters that were, most of my brothers were 5, 6 years older than me. And we were out there, all of us together, just playing wiffle ball, pretending we were the Red Sox. So while we were listening to the radio, and that's the first thing that popped to my mind was, growing up with my brothers and sisters, we were always out there playing wiffle ball and just wishing that we were, Bobby Dorr or, whoever was playing,
right. Tony
And,
Conigliaro, Kyle Yastrzemski,
Captain Carl.
right? I mean, all of those guys.
And my favorite player in the world, Jimmy Rice.
Right.
Nod to Jimmy. And it was so much fun. The nostalgia of it, and when we're at camp and we don't have access to being able to watch the Red Sox, I always pull out the old radio and I try so hard to get it in, and I still to this day, I'm like, can't get it. I can get New York.
Well, we do have a Hall of Fame announcer in Joe Castiglione.
Yeah.
If you never listened to Joe Castiglione, I would highly recommend that you do so, because Joe Castiglione is an encyclopedia when it comes to baseball knowledge.
He's forgotten more than I would ever learn.
Any baseball knowledge, whether
Right.
he was pulling stuff back from like the 60s and the 70s and the 50s. Joe's been around a very long time. He's in his 80s now, I believe.
Yeah.
He's either late 70s or early 80s. I believe he might have just turned 80. But Castiglione he's still as sharp as a tack. He doesn't travel with the team much anymore, so he does mostly, just the home games. But he's a pleasure to listen to.
Oh, I love
and
listening to him.
if you think about the old time radio announcers, well, he's right in that genre, because like many that came before him and those that have come after him, Dave O'Brien's I think a pretty good announcer. I like him. I like listening to him, and he's a local. He's a guy that grew up in this area, but there are a lot of announcers, used to be like Joe that were great, but Joe is, in particular, he is a wealth of knowledge, a smart guy, thoughtful. He really tries to cover all the bases when he's talking about a player, a team, an organization, what have you. But yeah, so for me, listening, to these people that come up and ask me all the time, well, who was your favorite National League player? Who was your, it doesn't resonate, because there's no way we could watch any of these guys. And that's the unfortunate part, because I would have loved to have watched Hank Aaron. I would have loved to have watched, Frank Robinson when he was in the National League, or, Willie Mays or Willie McCovey or Orlando Cepeda or Bob Gibson. I can go right down the line. There are all kinds of great ball players in both leagues. Lou Brock, you go right down, Joe Morgan, all those guys. And it's a shame, I guess it's a blessing and a curse. Because we got to experience in some ways the more
Pure?
just the more natural progression of where the game was, where the game, and now where the game is today, so we just wanted to talk about that a little bit, and give people some inflection, some perspective on where the game was, how it was viewed, the ways that you could listen to a game, which were few and far in between.
Yeah.
And usually, like in the newspaper as well as a box score, they would do a write-up, not a huge write-up, but they would do a brief write-up, a synopsis of the game, and point out who knocked in runs, who hit home runs, who got the win, etc. And so yeah, you could read that type of thing, and it wouldn't just be the Red Sox. There would be other, like American League, National League. They do like a recap,
Right.
So they had sports writers for all the newspapers, and all of those guys took their job pretty seriously, because they knew that
They were the only ones.
well,
they were giving you the info.
that the greater public was relying on that information to get to be able to relay the information to the general public, right?
Yeah.
So it was nice. So but it's amazing today that we just have the access to do that.
Yeah.
So we just want to talk about that. Now we're going to move on to that's going to do it for what's on the docket, and we're going to move on to the second part of the break, which is the 4 hanger boxes and 1 blaster box. So let's get into it, shall we? Thanks for hanging in there. let's get this second part of this break.
Thanks for reminiscing with us. You know. Boy, what a treat when I got to meet Jimmy Rice in person and get my picture taken with him. Oh,
Yep.
and Carlton Fisk, remember when
He's
Carlton gave you heck a little bit there?
Yeah, I'd say that's an understatement.
Yeah. I softened it.
Yeah, we were at the TriStar show down in Worcester, Mass. And I said to Michelle, I said, well, why don't we go down there and see some of the guys and get a couple autographs? So Jim Rice was down there and Carlton Fisk and
Dewey Evans.
Yeah, well, they had all
Bobby
kinds of
Dewar.
different Hall of Famers. I mean, Brooks Robinson, all those guys went down there regularly. Harmon Killebrew, all of them. And so,
Nice man.
I'm a bit of a storyteller, so hang in there with me.
It's a good story.
Yeah, so we pull up and we get in line for Carlton Fisk, and there's this young 8, 9, 10-year-old kid in front of me, and he says to Carlton after he gets the autograph, he says, "Oh, hey, Mr. Fisk," he says, "Can I take a picture with you? Can you take a picture with me?" And Carlton says, "Oh, sure." So he gets up and he takes a picture, and the kid thanks him, and he's ecstatic. You can tell he's ear to ear grins, and so I'm right behind him. So I walk up, I say, "Hey, how's it going, Pudge?" and this and that, and I said, "Yeah, can you sign the picture?" He said, "Yeah, no problem." And I can't remember if I had him personalize it. I don't remember if I did.
Yeah, you asked him to personalize it.
I think I had him personalize it, and he did. And then without missing a beat, I said, "Oh, hey, Pudge," I said, "is it possible to get a picture with you?"
And I said, "Now you're pushing it, Jim." And Pudge says,
"Well, no, the way you said it was, you're pushing it, Jim."
Yeah.
And then Carlton Fisk says, without missing a beat, he goes, "Yeah, Jim, you're pushing it."
But he still.
He did get up and take the
Yeah.
picture with me, but he was very annoyed. And after I took that picture, the guy who was sitting with him said, "Okay, that's it. We got to move this along now." But that was pretty reminiscent, yeah.
We have that picture framed up, by the way.
Yeah.
In a frame that says, "For the love of the game."
So, yeah, Jim, you're pushing it.
Yep.
I was. I'll admit, I did push the envelope, but I still got the picture. He's a large man, ladies and
Yes,
gentlemen.
he
He is a
is.
very large man. I'm 5'8", 5'9". I've shrunk a little bit in my older age, and Carlton's probably I'd say about 6 foot, 6'1", something like that.
He was towering
and he's
over
a
you.
big mountain man. He is a big man.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Salvador Perez, Kyle Schwarber, Justin Turner. Let's see. Dom Nunez, Starling Marte, Chaz Chisholm, Sonny Gray, Tommy LaStella. The good stuff's in the middle, so we'll see what's coming at us here. Duvall, Rally, Albies, leaders card again, strikeout leaders. Let's see here. Toronto Blue Jays, Trevor Story, Josh Reddick,
Those two cards were back to back in
Gardner.
the
Yeah.
other one too.
Same
It was
collation.
funny. Yeah.
Yeah. Tyler Glass now. Tyler McGill. Walk-off water. All the landscape cards here. We're going the other way. Let's put these here.
Ooh.
Tampa Bay Rays, White
Something
Sox.
coming up.
Yeah. Oakland A's. Hang on, I gotta get these better here. There we go. Oakland A's, Daniel Bard, Nate Pearson, How Far, Cincinnati Reds, ERA leaders. And we got, let's see here. Here comes the good stuff. Keenan Aiken. Oh, look at that. Another relic. Look at that, ladies
Reese
and gentlemen. Huh? How about that? Reese Hoskins. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take that right now.
Yeah.
I'll take it all day long and twice on Sunday. Nice. So, okay, there's our second hit. Second relic or autograph hit. Nice. Cal Raleigh.
87
And
guys.
here come the stars of MLB. Guerrero Jr., K. Brian Hayes, Chris Christian Yelich, and flashiest
kinda cool.
feet.
Oh, I don't know. Kike Hernandez had some pretty flashy feet when he played for us.
Boyd, Meadows. We're not going to see anything in the back part of this, ladies and gentlemen. Glacis, Rogers, Votto. Just go through the names quickly for you. Justin Dunn, Brantley, Jansen, Mookie Betts, Bobby Dahlbeck, Navarez, Berger, and there's like Cunha, regular.
Crazy man.
Yeah. Rogers, Kirilloff, Hura, Muller, Chris Bryant, Kim, Bruce Zimmerman, Zach Eflin, and Zach Pop. Okay, so there's the first. There is the first hanger. Let's go to.
And we got a relic.
And we got a relic out of that one. So let's see what the second one gives us. Man. I mean, we've been averaging at least, like either relics or autographs. 2, 3.
Yep.
2, 3, 4 break.
And remember, leave a comment. These could be yours, or at least one of them could be. Like he said previously, in the early part of the break, he kind of splits them up evenly so that
we do our best.
Not one chunk isn't all the really good stuff. He tries to even it out.
Right. Autographs are split up. Relics are split up. Numbered cards are split up. And so on. I mean, we spread it out pretty good. So, whatever, you'll get something. You get one of the big hits in there.
Yeah.
Or more. It depends how many hits we get. And how many boxes we're doing. All right. Let's get this open here. All right. Let's move that out. All right. Here we go. Number 2. Rolling. Cedric Mullins. Zach Wheeler. Rodolfo Castro. Let's move this over here. I'm trying to. There we go. I think it's a little better. Trey Mancini, Matt Olson, Zach Short, Andrew Heaney. Turn him around. Brock Holt, Perez, Kyle Schwarber, Angels, Tyler Stevenson, John Means, Greg Holland, Nolan Arenado, Alonzo, Drew Ellis. City of Walk-Off Love again. Again, we got the runs batted in. And National League strikeout leaders. Closing in on the good stuff. Here we go. Ivan Castillo, Ahmed Rosario, Scherzer, Matt Barnes, Alec Wells, Corey Kluber, Eli Morgan, Josh Naylor, Tyjon Walker, Matt Manning, and what do we got here? Let's see. Well, we've got a Spencer Howard. That's a rainbow foil. 87. Doesn't look like a whole lot in this one. Oh, we got something in the back. We got a Mike Schmidt.
Die cut. Die cut.
Mike Schmidt die cut. That's nice.
That's a good one.
Yeah, something. And then Cowher, Bieber, Seager. So not a lot, not too much in there. No golds. Mercedes, Cueto. Let's see, Giolito, Posey, Kimbrel, Moran, Noah. Turnbull, Rosarina, Minor, Lester, Devin Williams, Vidal Brujan, David Price, and Andrew Vaughn, Future Stars, Arias, Abreu, Gibson, Robbie Grossman, Nick Solak, Cedes Escobar, Trevor Rogers, Alex Kirilloff, Keston Hira, Muller, and O'Brien. Okay. So not as
Yeah, it's still a nice. That's a nice die cut.
Yep. Yeah, we'll take that. I know they're pretty common. I'm gonna slide those over here because there's not too much room. But the the rainbow foils, things like that, they're not nearly as common as the regular base cards, which probably I think in the base here, which is a 330 card set. Though I recall, I want to say the Series 1 is produced at a higher quantity, so I'd say somewhere in the area of like 700,000 copies per card, in that range. It might be a little more, it might be a little bit less, but I know that they went up dramatically in 22 and 23. 24 Series 2, they started to cut back like 600,000 in Series 2. So, but, you know, they always figure there's going to be more excitement in Series 1, so they make more of it. All right. Hanger number 3. Here we go. Stali Mate, Chisholm Jr., Sonny Gray, Tommy LaStella, Yasmani Grandal, Brandon Crawford, Eduardo Rodriguez, Archie Bradley, Eastwood Smiles, Charlie Morton, Curtis Terry, Tatis, ERA leaders, Yankees, Didi, Logan Gilbert. Moving on. Rockies, Diamondbacks, getting through the base here a little bit. Max Fried, Tim Anderson, Alex Reyes, Kiner Falefa, Jonah Heim, Andrelton Simmons, John Gant, Adam Duvall, Greinke, and here we go. See what we got. Oh, we got a blue, royal blue, Yvonne Castillo, Emmanuel Clase. That's a royal blue. That's not a bad one. Mitch Haniger, and that's a rainbow foil. And then the 87, and Stars of MLB, Freddie Freeman, Bregman, Harper, Alonso. And at the back, welcome to the show, Don Mattingly. All right, Zach Thompson, Contreras, Weathers, Clase, Kyle Lewis, Freeland, Wendell, Martin Maldonado, Indian Ryu, Nicky Lopez, Danny Jansen, Mookie Betts, Dahlbeck, Navarez, Jake Berger.
Acuna.
Yeah, Acuna, Garcia again, Adams, Riley, Yashioka, Clanahan, Gray, Noah, Rizzo, Tatis, Vasquez, Hopper, Mazika, Severino, and Pinder. Okay, we're getting there. 2 more to go.
And that's more the norm as far as, you know, going through hanger boxes. We're getting a little bit spoiled that we have been beating the odds on what we find, but it's all right. We'll beat the odds again.
Let's hope. We got 2 boxes to do it. We got
Got one more hanger, one blaster.
one hanger, one blaster. Let's see. Let's
get an auto in this one.
keep our fingers crossed. Yeah, you know.
Let's get an auto.
All the way. All right.
Never know.
Never know. We did get, I mean, you know, to get a relic or an auto out of the hangers is pretty good by itself. So, we get anything extra, it's a bonus. Haney, Brock Holt, Salvador Perez, Schwarber, Turner, Justin Turner, Don Nunez, Marte, Chaz Chisholm, Sonny Gray, LaStella, Grandal, and Hernandez, Peyton Smith, Merrifield, Bo Bichette, Zach Lawler, and so to meet up, seen most of these. Will Castro, Peralta, Kurt Suzuki. All right, we're rolling in. I see something green in there. I don't know what the heck that is. Brian De La Cruz, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., Marsh, Hayes, Stallings, Clement, Christian Javier. It's probably another insert, but we'll see. All right, here's a home run challenge. It's Machado, Kyle Tucker. Yeah, it's Guerrero, Robert, and 6-4. Yeah, we saw. Didn't we see this one?
Yeah.
Or was that Altuve?
Oh, but that was Tuve.
Yeah. Okay. 6-4 stars. Okay, so just a regular insert there. Boyd, Meadows, Valdez.
It does house like that.
Yeah, I know. I thought I saw something in there. I wasn't sure. Rogers, Thompson, Kelly, Diaz, Park, Bogarts. Round and round we go. Dawson, Martinez, Gene Segura, Myers, Wisdom, Rookie Cup, Hosmer, Moustakis, Barrios, Luke Williams, Hedges, Molina, Yadier, just retired. Jake Rogers, Robbie Grossman, Solak, and Will Smith. All right. So only the one relic out of those four hangers. But we'll see if we get any extra bonuses here. I mean, it's not impossible to get autographs out of here. I mean, we know we're going to get the one commemorative, which I know a lot of people don't like. But if you look at the autos right here, if you say, let's see, usually it's down the bottom. Looking. Mother's Day. Mother's Day wouldn't be bad either. Mother's Day, Memorial Day, stuff like that. Those are nice. Yeah. What is the? Are there any autographs? I mean, there's got to be an autograph in here, right?
Yeah. Let's just see.
Yeah. I don't. Usually they're in here, but I don't know. Don't see one. They're usually right here. So, I don't know. Home field advantage, I guess. They're in there. So, yeah, it says, look for the, so anything up here? Yeah, look for the exclusive royal blue parallels. And let's see what else is in there. I don't know. All right. We'll open it up.
All right, let's go.
Like I said, we know we got that one commemorative. Thought we could pull an auto out of there. Maybe not. All right, pack number 1.
Get warm down here.
Yeah, it's pretty much warm everywhere.
Good point.
All right, pack 1. Hinju Ryu, Nicky Lopez, Ryan Zimmerman, Burns, Wander Franco. Let's see what we get for an insert, if any. Musgrove, Suarez, Murphy, Aiken, Liftoff, Harrison Bader, 87, and Jacob DeGrom. Nothing in that one. Nothing good anyway.
Nothing
Back 2.
extraordinarily great.
Yeah. Pack number 2. Christian Yelich, Cowher, Bieber, Kyle Seager, Mercedes, Rogers, Chris Archer, Soto. It's not looking too positive here. Lozado, Ryan McMahon, Double Bath. Yeah, not much there. Just the 1 stars of MLB. And that is Acuna. 2 down. 5 to go.
We got this. We got something.
All right. Yeah. Usually you can figure out whether this is probably one of those two is the commemorative. Cueto, Giolito, Posey, Kimbrough, Altuve, Matz, Soler, Gomes, Marlins, DeGrom. Here's our boy again. I don't know. Reed Detmers. Welcome to the show. Byron Buxton. Kershaw. All right.
Kershaw just seems like he's been around forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has.
And just so consistent. I think.
Yeah.
I think he's worn well. I'll put it that way.
Okay. Moran, Noah, Chapman, Andre Jackson, Corey Seager, Happ, Brian Anderson, Alec Manoah, the leader cards again, Atlanta, Washington Nationals. Here comes our relic, Hernandez, and home run challenge, and it's the Aaron Judge manufactured number jersey, 99 jersey or patch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's our
There's your hit.
commemorative. Yep. There's our commemorative hit. See if there's any more good things in here. Let's see.
That's a good one. I think a number of people would leave a comment just for the chance of getting that.
Yeah, doesn't have a lot of value, but
yeah, but just it's an Aaron Judge.
Right. Sheets, Trout. I think that's the first Trout we've seen, isn't it?
Wow, look how thin he looks in that.
Yeah.
Not that he's chubby, but
I think that's the first Trout we've seen.
Yeah, we haven't seen a Trout today.
Miley, there may have been one that slipped by me, but I don't know. Saw Latani earlier. Merrifield. Brian Hayes, 87. Brian Hayes, Stars of MLB. All right, 2 more, folks. And that will do it for this particular opening video. All right, Connor Wong, Freeman, Frazier, Jackson Reitz, Darno, Mauricio Dubon, Carlos Rodon, Mateo, so Meetup, Brett Gardner, 2 Stars of MLB. Oh, one of them's Chrome. We got Alex Bregman Chrome and Luis Robert. Final pack coming around the bend. All right, let's see what we're gonna get there. See what we're gonna get. Let's see. Rufnet Odor, Gray, Arrieta, Frazier, Hunter Renfroe, Howard, Gilbert, Mullins. Not seeing a whole lot here. John Means. Oh, another Ernie Banks. Look at that. Greg Holland and another Ernie Banks die cut. That's 2. That's amazing. You got two of those. How random.
Nice.
And Yelich. All right.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. So let's give you a quick recap here. I'll put these right there and we'll go over. We didn't really get a lot of numbered cards. We got the, let's see, numbered card is, our one numbered card is going to be Martin Maldonado, and that is numbered to 71. It's a black. And then we got Ernie Banks, 2 Ernie Banks. We did get the variation on the Acuna.
Yeah.
The 2 rainbow foils are Brandon Crawford and Ty France. The other stuff over here, I didn't sleeve all of it up yet, but Ernie Banks again. And then we got the Chrome, Stars of MLB, Bregman, Mitch Haniger, which is a rainbow foil. And also Emmanuel Clase, blue, royal blue, and another rainbow foil, Spencer Howard and Mike Schmidt.
So
then we got this one. That's our commemorative patch out of the blaster, and 2 relics. The Pete Alonso relic, which is a nice one, and Reese Hoskins, also another relic, and it looks like a jersey. They're both jerseys. So.
yeah.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. No autos in this one, unfortunately, but we did get a fair amount of stuff up for what we opened up. We did the 1 hobby box, the 4 hanger boxes, and then the 1 blaster box. So we want to thank you for hanging in there with us, for stopping by and taking a look at the video. If you get a chance and you like what you see, make sure you subscribe to the channel. You hit the like button, leave us a comment, and hit the notification button. We also have, like I said, we also have an eBay store. We've mentioned it in the previous videos, but it's in the link on our page. So if you have a hankering, take a swing over there and take a look at what we've got up for bid or up for sale. With that, we're going to wrap this thing up, and we appreciate you guys again stopping by. And so until next time, we will see you later.
On the flip side.